identify.
Star 98.7.
Jack, that was a lovely selection of music.
Thank you. Can you move the phone, please?
You know what I like about
Thank
Jack?
you.
He
There we
doesn't
go.
turn my mic on.
No, it's not his fault. It's the studio design is probably the worst design I've ever seen in the history of studio
Those
designs.
buttons are right in the middle of the counter, so if anything gets set on top of the button, then it
Yeah,
doesn't
then
work.
it all goes off. The phone was sitting right on top. I mean, let's just put the on and off button right here in the middle of everything.
Where a piece of paper can turn it off.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh my God. So I think I'm on drugs, and I just want to tell everybody and get this on tape. I'm delusional. I'm on drugs, and I'm wasted right now.
What happened?
You know how like for years we took the Pass Avenue exit?
Yeah.
Right, to go to the old building, you guys used to come that way.
I haven't taken that exit for about a year.
Yeah.
But for whatever reason, my car took that exit.
Oh, you know what? It's
do
like
that.
when you move those
Autopilot.
sometimes. I drove to my old apartment building for like a good 2 weeks when I moved.
Well, yeah, I understand it if it right afterwards, Jack, but I
Right.
haven't taken it for a year, and my car it was like I was at Six Flags and it was on a track.
Oh, that's funny.
You know, on that track where you
Yeah.
can't, and it just took the Pass Avenue exit, and then I was lost.
Uh-oh.
You were lost 2 blocks from here?
I swear to God. And then I saw the dry cleaner, and it had an inspirational message,
Milton
but
Eddies.
forgot what it was. And then I went down to the gas station. I was like, well, okay, how do I get to the radio station from
You
here?
can see the building.
I could see our old one.
You couldn't see the new one that you couldn't
No.
get to?
So then I take a left on whatever that road is, and
Oh,
then I
man.
hit Alameda, and then I'm at a light, but I can turn right on red. And so then I take a right, and then I'm at a light for a little bit, and then there's a double light, like it's 2 quick lights,
Right.
Yeah.
which is weird. And then I almost turn onto the off ramp, which is one way.
Oh, my.
Oh.
You're talking about the Hollywood...
Hollywood Way entrance to the
exit.
freeway. Yeah, or
Yeah,
whatever.
which is the wrong way.
Yeah.
Oh, I know where
It's
you're
the
talking
exit
about.
up the
Right.
134, the Hollywood Way exit. She almost
right.
got on it.
Right. Okay, I got you. Oh, we have to.
Which would make sense because at that point, our building is straight across from there. If you could turn right, you would have been right to work.
Right.
So I'm like, whoa, okay, whoa, okay, Jamie, definitely a drug addict
Yeah,
right
you're
now.
high.
Yeah, higher than a kite.
No, we have to add this to our list. Freezing cold and now scatterbrained.
Scatterbrain.
Hey, wait,
Scatterbrain high.
what is scatterbrained?
That's
Oh,
when
it
you're
goes on the
pregnant lady list of
Yeah.
our things we're trying to keep track of.
I don't remember seeing that as a symptom.
Oh, no, you get
Oh,
all forgetful
This
and...
is the beginning of craziness
The
for
end?
you. Yes.
Yeah, I'm telling you that my wife would forget stuff and get all frustrated and do like things backwards, and you'd be like, "What's wrong with you?"
Yeah. And just
So that goes on our list.
be talking and lose your place mid-sentence.
Oh my God! And then I saw Ryan's bodyguard, but he's standing outside, so Ryan must be taking a car today.
You mean out in front of the
limo.
building?
Yeah, out in front of the building. So thank God security's there for him, because you should have seen, you guys, all the people ready to
You know
attack
what?
him.
The crowds were here when I got here this morning.
Thank God that huge black security man is waiting for him, because I don't know, somebody will, I mean, wow. It's almost like Michael Jackson in London.
Well, you know what happened is when I pulled up in the minivan, I had to honk my horn for the crowds to get away, and they crowded the van because, I have those little pull-down shades for the baby,
Right,
but they
so
didn't know if it was tinting for Ryan
Yeah.
or not.
Right,
so
they
tried,
thought maybe he was in the back.
Right,
He's
they
hiding
tried
in
to
the
look
back.
through that opaque Barney to see if they could see him.
Wow.
Jamie, Jack, and Stench now.
Star 98.7.
You know, I haven't seen this in a while. How old are you, Stench?
37.
37 years old, and I haven't seen that show Risky Business in a long time.
Yeah, long time.
But here's what I know, that Stench's wife is out of town. She's in Europe.
Hallelujah.
And what we have going on over there in Pacific Palisades is definitely a case of risky business. You guys, he came in so proud. Sorry, I have a little payday in my throat. And it wasn't open on one end.
Oh, good.
Yeah, that's a added bonus. Anyway, he came in so proud that his wife's car takes Builder Bob's off-ramp at 90 miles per hour.
Without breaking a squeal of the tires.
And that's great because that's a crappy on-ramp or
Yeah.
off-ramp. Or
It's good
Whatever
for
ramp it is.
It's good for high-speed cornering, and that's it. Only usually when you go through it, because it's designed so bad, you're going 5 miles an hour.
Right.
Luckily, it was 4:30 in the morning. I went through really fast.
Oh,
You know,
USC.
poor Builder Bob. What, the USC engineering department?
Yeah, I'd really be worried. Maybe we should get UCLA engineering engineering out there to get on that ramp.
Poor Builder Bob hasn't been around for what, like 2.5 years or something? We should probably just leave him alone.
You know what? Normally I would, but that ramp affects my life more often than any of your ex-boyfriend's stuff.
Yeah.
Like, I never have to see Fancy Pants, but
No.
every time I get on that ramp and I'm stuck in traffic and just coming home, we were at... I don't know where I was at this weekend. Oh, I was at Bel Air Camera.
Right.
Coming home, I was stuck on the freeway for a good 45 minutes because of that stupid interchange right there.
Well, they're
No other
redoing
reason.
it, I think.
Because he screwed it up.
And it would be like Fancy Pants.
He was just a graduate working for a company.
No, it's his
Kiowa
fault.
or something.
He was so
Kiowa,
proud
I
of
don't
that
know.
thing. It's his fault.
Go take
Imagine like
pictures on
if
it.
Fancy Pants was my dentist and every day I looked in the mirror and I had this one tooth that was just pointing the exact opposite direction of the rest.
No, he
I would
was
remember
working
him.
for a company called Kiowa, and they built it, and he was just a little grad student building it with them.
Okay, but he should have blown the whistle then. You know, been on that ramp going, hey, this is wrong.
This ramp sucks. It's going to screw up traffic more.
You're crippling Los Angeles. Stop.
Oh my God, that poor kid. Oh well, he doesn't listen, so we're fine. Oh my God.
He's probably stuck on that ramp right now.
Screwed up another off ramp
Well,
right
I know he's a little further up from it because I see him once in a while. He's building a wall or something, and he's building a wall by my house. I saw him yesterday.
They took him off ramps.
And they took him off ramps. He's building walls.
Yeah.
He's building a wall by my house. You know how creepy and weird that is? Yesterday, I'm driving home. I'm like, oh, there's Builder Bob.
Little head poking over the wall.
Yeah, hey! No, it's just his nose and his fingers, like that drawing.
Killboy or whatever.
And the ball of his head, like that. All right, anyway. How about this, though? A guy tries to pull over a train, tries to hijack a train with a bow and arrow. Did you see that in the news yesterday?
Yeah, that guy's cool.
That's cool.
I love that guy.
What I love, though, is, he was the Indian and he rolled up with the bow and arrow, and then the cowboys, a.k.a. the police, came and shot him.
I just think this is so fun. It's Tuesday, and I just heard about late last night, and it happened on Sunday. They were stopped for a signal, and all of a sudden the guy threatened the engineer and conductor. They were the only people. It was a freight train. They were the only people on the train.
What did he want the freight train for?
Was he going to steal the
They
train?
still don't know.
You really can't. I mean, like in the old days, you used to see the movies, they'd say, take this train to Mexico. I really don't believe he could take that freight train wherever he
And
wanted.
they would rob him because they always had money on them then because there was no armored cars hauling money, always the banks, and went on the train.
It said the man cocked the bow and pointed the arrow at those guys. And then he turned them at the officers, and the officers, well, they shot him.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh, my God. He was treated as a hospital. They still don't know why he...
I know why.
Why?
Because he lives in the 909 and there was nothing else to do. Happened in Montclair.
Montclair's pretty.
Yeah, it's great this time of year. Rob a train!
Oh, my God. Montclair's right over there by Pasadena, isn't it?
No, he's
Little
at
further
909 or
up, yeah.
San Bernardino County.
They have a really pretty sign for their mall. It's a big M. And
Yes,
it's like
you're
rainbow
right.
looking.
No, you're right.
I know because I've been stuck in traffic there for like 2 hours.
Oh, isn't that the worst
Oh,
right there?
that is stupid. Just staring at the M.
And you look at, you know what I think? I look at that mall and I go, hey, I know that's not it, but that looks just like the mall from Back to the Future. I'm going to see the DeLorean blast in the parking lot.
Identify. Star 98.7.
Okay, here is the deal. We have Bobby Lee from Mad TV. He's going to be here with us. He's from, I already said that. Mad TV. Also, Malcolm David Kelly.
The little boy, he's Walt on Lost.
Oh.
Remember, he got kidnapped by the others at the end of last season.
Yeah, he learned how to play with a knife, too. I saw one episode.
Yeah.
Right. That was early on. But
Yeah,
now
like a
he's
couple
gone.
years. Oh, he's off the show?
Well, no, he's just missing. They kidnapped him, so we don't know where he's at right
He's
now.
been in one scene where they just showed him and he was standing there on the island and the girl thought she saw him and said something and he disappeared.
Well, you guys will have to talk to him about Lost because, honestly, I have it all TiVo'd. I haven't seen it.
Oh, yeah, we're good with Lost.
Yeah,
We've
we're
seen
going
it
to
all.
blow it for you.
Yeah.
Well, that's okay because you know why? Because I just haven't seen it. I know it's like bigger than anything right now.
Yeah,
Lost
it's huge.
is. I mean, everybody's watching it.
I think it's going to pass Desperate Housewives because
do
Desperate
too.
Housewives is kind of sucking so far this season. I'm not real happy yet.
Me either. I've been very disappointed in the last 2 episodes. I also watched Desperate Housewives and.
Yeah, it's a lot of pressure for them to come out so huge in the first season and then to try and keep that going without getting, like, stupid.
Yeah,
you know?
well, they are kind of stupid with the guy in the basement.
Right.
Yeah, the guy in the basement's kind of bothering me.
Yeah.
That story better develop soon. I want to know where Zach and his dad are. I know Zach shows up next week, but where's his dad? Mike DeFino brings you into the desert's going to kill you, then lets you go
Right.
for murdering his woman.
And I'm so confused. And if you try to bring anybody into it, by the way, which I did with the snowboarder, it is so annoying because I'm not sure of some of the plots even. He's like, so where is, what's his name? And who's in the basement? Who are they? And I'm like, you know what? I don't know.
You know what they need to do? Have you seen Prison Break? Every episode, they recap in about 2.5 minutes from the very first episode.
Well, they say on last, here's what happened last week on Desperate Housewives, but it's not a good recap because it's so deep, the story.
That's what I mean. No, in Prison Break, they start with the guy robbing the bank and go all through the whole storyline up until that episode. So if you've never watched Prison Break, you could start tomorrow and know exactly what's going on.
And you know what I was hoping for on Desperate Housewives? I wanted Bree to go to jail for murder, and that's already over. They already blew that one.
Oh.
I thought because it looked like she did it the way everything came down because the pharmacist was doing it and she didn't know, and she was the one giving him medicine. I thought for sure, cool, she's gonna go to jail or stand trial for murder.
But didn't she know? She
No.
gave him the first doses.
No, but she didn't know. Remember, the pharmacist was dumping the pills out and reloading them.
I know,
with,
but she did try to kill him, right?
She refused to take him to the hospital once because she was mad at him.
I thought she
and
tried
he
to
was-
kill him
and thought he
once.
was fake. Oh, she was gonna. She did try to
She
kill him.
gave him
another time.
onions in his lettuce.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
That's
he
what
was.
Monica said. I don't know
Yeah,
what that
that's
means.
right.
Because he's allergic.
Yeah.
Okay.
She did try to take him out once. That's true.
Yeah, because I'm like, I don't know what's going on. It's just, oh my God, my head was exploding. Because especially if you're sitting by somebody that hasn't watched it.
Yeah.
Oh my God,
It's way too
forget
much.
it.
Right.
So anyway, Malcolm, David Kelly, Walt, the boy on Lost, he'll be here. And then we have a buttload to talk about, including yesterday, that soap opera star, Brian.
Brian DeTillo.
Yeah. His sister.
Poor Brian.
His sister and I had a very long conversation, and I really like her a lot. And we discussed why men thought that they were capable of getting Ferraris and why they kept waiting for Ferraris. I mean, like women as Ferraris.
Right.
Instead of settling with a nice Nissan Maxima.
Because
Right.
we need a Ferrari for some reason.
No, you don't need one, and
First
you
of
can't
all,
get one.
Right.
You
Most
think we
people
need
aren't
it.
getting a Ferrari. They're not getting the supermodel.
No one's getting a Ferrari.
Well, you can
Some
think.
people do, but not.
Yeah, I mean, you can think Ferraris are nice. You can
Right.
look at them, but then you can go, hey, but they're not really feasible and they're not practical.
But you
They
know
get
what?
bad gas
No
mileage.
one you know has a Ferrari, really. There's people that have like the Chrysler with the Ferrari kit on it that you know. So hey, that looks like a Ferrari, but it's not a Ferrari. No one really has it.
Well, my neighbor, Mott,
Yeah.
he really has a Ferrari, but he's so messed up in his own head that you think, well, maybe those two deserve each other.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like he's so out of his mind.
Yeah.
And he's sweating all the time. And he's like, hey, Jamie, what are you doing? Oh, my God.
And he's got a Ferrari?
Yeah. Like a real Ferrari in the garage and a real Ferrari girl.
Right.
Cool.
No, because look at his life. He's a mess.
Yeah, Mott's a mess.
Doesn't matter.
He's a mess. He's a sweaty, gross mess.
Yeah.
And I can't stand talking to him, just not because he talks so fast, but because he's sweating. I mean, he's gross sweat. I mean, he's drenched sweating. It's so nasty. I can't stand it.
That's funny. Like he's just been jogging.
All the time. Every time I see him, I say, hey, James, what are you doing? And he just starts pouring sweat. And you're like, oh, God, you deserve whatever it is that you're doing. I mean, he's just nasty. It's nasty. Anyway. All right, so we'll be talking about that. And Marilyn Manson has a new cologne out. We'll tell you what it smells like when we come back.
Call Jamie, Jack, and Stench.
Star 98.7.
Good news.
Oh, no.
What?
What's your good news?
Well, it's not Columbus Day. The banks are open. Yay!
right!
Although I will say that the traffic yesterday was awesome.
Yeah, it was cool yesterday. Everywhere I went, it was like it's dead.
I
forget-
got home at record time. It was beautiful. No, good news today.
What happened?
It's Ask the Two Tuesday.
Yeah.
all right.
Yay! It's Ask the Two Tuesday. What is that, you might ask? Well, it's something I've just created. And that is, we had a lot of emails from chickaroos who loved that you guys, Jack and Stench, were really honest about everything, as far as when they'd say, here's what happened, blah, 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 and that you really looked at things from a male, told them, I can't breathe. Told them that I got up and I can't breathe.
You were doing those jumping jacks during the commercials all crazy.
Oh my God.
'Cause you're still high.
I'm higher than a kite, I tell you. Higher than a freaking kite right now. Woo, crazy. Anyway, what was I saying?
Ask the Tuesday.
Right. Ask the Tuesday. So everybody was really excited that you guys told the truth about and gave the male perspective, because they can ask me and I'll go, I'll analyze it, overanalyze it, be a chick and try to tell them what to do, blah, blah, blah. But you guys are the guys that go, okay, I'm a guy and here's what's happening in your relationship based on the guy's point of view. I'll tell them from the girl's point of view what they should do. But you guys are so honest. You're like, here's what the guy is doing to you. So it's Ask the Tuesday. We have two guys that used to be single. They've played every game that's in the book. We also have two guys now that are married and have played every game in the married book. And two guys who are fathers and have also dealt with the married wife. So any and all of your questions, Ask the Tuesday. Do you like my name?
I like it. That's a good name.
Ask the Tuesday. It's Jack and Stench being honest, open, and open-minded. You give them the scenario, and then, why can't I breathe? And then they will give you the answer. It's like my bra's too tight.
It's like us selling out men everywhere.
Yeah, but you have to be honest.
Yeah, but we'll do it because it's kind of like we're not in the game anymore. What do we care?
Right. Okay, so our stone numbers.
Well, what are our stone numbers?
1-800-STAR-987 are the stone numbers.
I was trying to combine star and phone with stone numbers.
I like
Oh,
it.
you're high, remember?
I'm higher than a freaking kite, I tell you. Higher than a kite. All right, so 1-800-STAR-987. It's Ask the Tuesday. I love the name for it. My God, at least I did something right today. I came up with a name. So, anything and everything. I see all the phones are. I knew that this would take off because every girl wants to know guys' advice and not your friend's advice, not like your guy friend's advice. You guys have to be brutally honest. Just tell them the truth.
Well, because when we're giving guy friend advice, we're usually covering their ass.
Exactly.
And lying to their woman for them.
Totally open. Like, you have to really, listen to the story and blah, blah, blah. Okay, so 1-800-STAR-987 here. Oh, Jack. Sarah, hold on, okay?
Jamie, Jack, and Stench. First call of the day. Call of the
We have
day.
to do that whole thing.
You know what they get then? She gets the big old prize, too.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
He did the monster
Get to
mash.
sing.
It was a graveyard smash.
Irresistible creature who has an insatiable love for the dead.
It's a dead man's party. Who could ask for more? Everybody's coming, leave your body at the door.
Leave your party.
Halloween,
Ghostly things are gonna happen.
I feel like bending my knees and snapping.
Yeah.
And smiling like this. Hey, yeah. Snapping both hands.
That's the best song ever.
It is. It
It is. I feel like wearing a long skirt with a kitty on it. And just got like this. Anyway, okay, Sarah! Sarah!
Yes.
You're the first guy.
Yay!
By the way, you all
You
can
guys rule.
We rule.
Thank you. You can change your name too if you feel more comfortable. Here's the deal, Sarah. You're the first call of the day, and listen to this. Oh my God, you've won a handheld digital video camera.
Right on.
A handheld digital video camera.
Okay.
Is
That's
that
huge,
cool
yeah.
or what?
Yeah, right on. I don't have anything like that.
Courtesy of Fox Reality, all the time. Fox Reality is the only channel dedicated to giving you more reality more often. Check your local cable carriers or log on to foxreality.com. By the way, if you have digital television, you don't know what channel Fox Reality is on, it says real on the side. You know, like
okay.
instead of DGTV or...
Oh, no, that'll help because when I go down my list.
Yeah, it says real.
Okay.
And that's Fox Reality. And I was looking for my show. I'm on it sometimes for the Swan.
Swan.
I didn't see it.
Oh.
I woke up at like 7 p.m. and I was looking for it. It wasn't. Anyway, it's about you, Sarah. All right, it's Ask the Tuesday. All right, so give us your saga, and then when we come back, they'll answer your question.
Okay. Here's the deal. I've been dating a guy for 3 years now, and it's basically been on and off, kind of like your little fancy pants deal. When you used to talk about him, basically, I could relate a lot to that. But yesterday, tell him, ball's in your court. What do you want to do? Because I'm not going to sit around and wait for you to pull your head out of you know what. And so he calls me back 10 minutes later, and he says he wants to be committed to me because that's what I want. But for the last 3 years, he's been on and off with me, dating other girls, blah, 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 blah.
Have you ever given him a makeup?
Ultimatum.
Yeah, thanks.
What's that?
Have you ever given him an ultimatum before?
No, not really, because we've kind of been on and off anyway. So it's just like it just happens to be that we're together.
So what's the problem?
I have no idea.
No. I mean, what are you asking? He gave you exactly what you wanted.
You got what you wanted.
This is the thing. We got engaged
Yesterday?
earlier in this year, and then we broke up the engagement because he says we can't get along because I'm insecure.
Mm-hmm.
Possible.
And hi, every girl's insecure.
Right.
Isn't
To
an
some
engagement
extent.
a commitment, though? So weren't you already kind of committed?
Right. We've been in a committed relationship, but it only lasts like 2 or 3 weeks, and then he's over it. So coming from a guy's perspective, what do you think?
I think it's going to happen again then. He just told you what you wanted to hear for right now to
to
placate
shut you
you.
up.
and
But
then-
why? It's like, why bother? I've told
Because
him,
he
hey,
likes to
dude,
have you there. He knows he has you, and that's comforting for him, and yet he'll still go around and fool around, but he knows he has you.
Your security. You're
Has he fooled around? Did I miss that?
No, he's. I mean,
Well,
as
they
far
break
as I
up.
know,
Yeah.
he's
Right.
never cheated on me. But the thing is that we never last for more than 3 or 4 weeks.
Yeah, then you got lots of time to go out and do your thing.
Right.
But I
and
mean,
then-
it seems to me he just gave you exactly what you wanted, but you still want to create drama.
see, is that it?
Yeah, he just called you back and said, "Okay, I'll be committed to you." But Sarah, you're like me. You can't possibly be happy.
How do you guys
I
break
hate
up?
it.
Why do you break up all the time? Do you break it off or does he break it off every couple weeks?
She does.
He does too. He will too.
You break it off
You do?
every couple weeks?
We're talking about you now, Sarah.
Do I break it off
Yeah.
sometimes?
Who breaks it off? You?
Because I find stuff on his emails or I find stuff on his
Jesus.
phone.
All right.
Like,
And I've stopped doing that because I'm tired of looking for shit. And I'm like,
Oh, you gotta be careful. You can't cuss.
Sorry,
Hey, you know
sorry,
what? She's
sorry.
very emotional because I've been there, done
Yeah,
that.
Right.
I'm just saying, like, I'm over it now. It's like, okay, you want to do that, that's on you, but
So
Here's
you
the-
don't really
yeah.
trust him.
No.
You're
I
just,
can't believe I'm going back to Vegas. Oops, I said the cuss word again. Sorry.
Oh, you gotta hold on.
Hold
at
on.
least she told me because I couldn't really understand what she said.
She said the F word.
Oh, that's a good one.
No, it's not.
Now, it's time to bitch.
The clouds right below.
Star 98.7.
The clouds right below the mountains.
Yes, it's very nice hanging there low.
Looks like smoke, like they're on fire again.
No, it doesn't. It looks pretty.
Yeah, it's nice. I was just looking. I was
It's
admiring the view.
surreal. I was admiring the view without all that crap on the windows.
You know, if you're cold, you should warm
I
yourself
know.
on Stench.
You know what? I want to thank whoever stole those things off the windows in here because
Isn't it
we
great?
didn't know we had lost our view until those things were gone.
I know. Isn't it great?
And they're all in a huff to put them back up, and we're like, no, don't.
I just can't believe that.
Awesome in here right now.
But whatever. Robert has his little thing, and you know what? I hope he finds the culprit and kills him.
Yeah, I hope he
Kills
gets.
'em.
I hope he puts Prada ones up there.
Hey, this is Robert's mission. He's gonna find whoever took down those things off the windows, and he's gonna have him prosecuted.
I know who it was.
Who?
Chuck, the engineer. It's my
You know
He's
what?
been trying to get
Because
Chuck in trouble.
hated the ones on the speaker covers and threw a fit, and they had to take them down, and that turned into a whole fiasco. So if you didn't like the ones on the window, maybe you would just take them down, so you
See-
don't have to go through all the drama of the speakers.
We have these sticky things, like these trailer park sticky things that were up over our windows,
Of the station logo
Yeah.
covering the windows in this room, which are
and we're in
9
a
feet
tiny,
tall.
tiny little closet anyway.
yeah.
So imagine if your boss put like sticky things up over his window. What would you call it? The opaque Barney.
Right.
That's exactly what they are. You can see through them, kind of. But
Yeah, it's like that glare thing that you put over your windows.
yeah,
Right.
And
But
You know, like the American
Yeah.
Eagle on your back window. that
Exactly.
thing.
9 feet high, 12 feet wide, though.
and somebody took them down, and we never even noticed. And then Robert was standing there with us, and he's like, "Who took that things down?" And we're like,
I don't know.
"Oh my god!" I didn't even notice that
Yeah.
they were gone. And then he's like, "Who took them down?" I'm like, I don't know. They're just gone." So I don't care, right? It's like they're gone, but now it's nice to have the view.
Now we're like, hey, and we realized that by staring out the window, something we couldn't do anymore.
Right, and then he's flipping out, and there's all these crazy memos like, "I will prosecute," and "Whoever did it should be fired," and all that. So I just wrote back, "I blame Monica."
I like
Good
it.
call. You know what? I may switch. Maybe it's not Chuck.
Yeah, well,
it could
because
have been
Chuck
Monica.
is a little angry, and they might believe that one.
Yeah, I'm just throwing it out there.
Yeah.
I may be Monica. I go Monica.
I think
now.
you did it.
Yeah, I did it. You know what though? They're on the front windows of my house now. They look really cool.
Do they look really nice?
Because you know sometimes the sun when it came up at the wrong hour, it didn't like it,
Right.
so it's perfect. now
I
in my
actually
house.
saw him at Jack's house on his skylight.
Wow. I'm impressed you think I'd have a skylight.
Oh,
So the
yeah.
helicopters can see that Jack works at Star 98.7
Yes,
FM.
that's
the
right.
Burbank PPD.
And I stole him and I put him on the windshield of my Sea-Doo.
You wrapped
Wow.
your Sea-Doo in it.
Yeah, you could do the whole Sea-Doo.
Yeah, because I'm just so proud. Oh, God. Anyway, all right, here's the deal. Sarah had called. They've been on and off, her and her boyfriend, on and off for 2
3
years.
years.
Yeah.
I thought she said
3 years.
3 years.
I wrote it down. 3 years on and off.
Whoa.
And now
3
he
years
wants to be
on and off.
committed.
And then she finally gave him an ultimatum, like, are you in or are you out? And so he's called her back 10 minutes later, said, I'm in. But I don't understand the problem.
Well,
Good
before-
response
yeah.
time, 10 minutes, too,
And
by the way.
before that, they were engaged but broke it off because apparently they break it off every couple of weeks because she has Doug, and every time she digs, she finds stuff on his email, voicemail,
Right.
and all that
So
stuff.
you said you had the answer. Oh, wait,
Yeah.
hold on. Hey, Sarah?
Yeah.
Don't cuss, okay?
Yeah.
Because you're really ruining the show because we have to push this button and then it takes away like 8 seconds of what you said and it's a whole
Yeah.
mess.
It's a whole
Okay.
thing.
Okay, so
Now-
Stench has your answer.
Did we recap it correctly?
Yes.
Okay. Here's the deal. If you're looking and finding stuff in a guy's voicemail or email or any of that stuff, and you have reason to be suspicious and it's an ongoing thing that it continues to happen, he's not ready to be committed. Yet guys don't like to be alone. We don't want to be by ourselves. As much as we say we do, we really like to have someone there. Now, it'd be cool to have someone there as the study and still go out and be able to bone everything that we can. And then once you're committed, once you're promised that, you're going to be with this one person, all that crap has to go away. So if you were engaged and that's not going away, perhaps he isn't ready to be committed. He's still just kind of stringing you along.
Wow, I like that answer.
Very straight to the point.
Yep, and that's what the Ask the Two Tuesday is all about. Straightforward and yet painful.
So you need to make sure he's really in this to be committed. If he says he wants to be committed and he's not just, stringing you along to drag this on.
It's painfully real Tuesdays
Yeah.
with Jack and Stench. I'm not kidding.
I'm a sellout.
Star 98.7.
Be a part of it.
Woo,
Hebrew America,
America, be a part of it.
woo, woo.
That's my favorite commercial.
Mine too. This time of year, I love that song. I mean, commercial.
Yeah.
All right, here's the deal. It's Ask the Two Tuesday.
Yay!
Breaking hearts with the truth. Mm-hmm. Jack and Stench are here for Ask the Two Tuesday. Well, they're here every day, but today is their day. And that is you ask them questions about your relationship, whether you be married. Because guess what? They're married. Whether you have kids and your husband's acting a certain way. Guess what? Because they have kids.
Yep.
Or your husband's or your boyfriend was a player. Because guess what? Player. At once they were players. So they actually offer every gamut of a relationship. Every facet. Every nook and cranny they have gone through.
And you know what? Honestly, if you're a
And divorce.
woman, if you're
Yes.
a woman with guy friends,
Didn't mean to point.
I just want to tell you, your guy friends want to bone you. More than likely, and they may give you misleading advice to
Exactly.
get that end result.
Exactly.
We
so,
have no ulterior motive.
Ask the Two Tuesday where they sell out men across the land. All right, here we go. Here is Shelly. Hi, Shelly.
Hi.
Hi.
First of all, thank you guys for making my commute every day a blast.
Ah, shucks.
And anyway, so I have a boyfriend that I've been dating for 5 years now. And he's been getting, he's been changing throughout the relationship. He's been getting a lot more sweet, a lot more attentive and everything like that. And but he still says that he won't ever get married. That he says, and he also says that like he can't use the word love. He says he's incapable of love.
How old is he?
He's 32.
And has he ever been married?
No, he had one other relationship before me that we just moved in together, and I found I was looking through stuff, seeing what stuff should go in the garage and what stuff should stay in the house, and I found this thing in this notepad, and I was like, oh, I wonder what this is. Like, should it stay or should it go? And it was like all this stuff from his old relationship, and he used the love in there like left and right. So I don't know.
Oh, he loves her.
Yeah.
She stomped on his heart like a stomped on toad frog.
What?
So was he brokenhearted by this girl?
No, he said it just was one of those things that, he knew it wasn't going to work out. And when I found it, I was really upset because I also found out that he had been cheating on, well, I guess I was the one that he was cheating on me with her or whatever in the very beginning of our relationship.
Oh, and you didn't know that.
And I didn't know that. And so I asked him, I was like, well, I don't know what to do now. Should I stay with you? And he said, well, it happened 5 years ago. And he said, yeah, stay with me. And he said,
I'm sorry to interrupt. Did you ever ask him if he ever said "I love you" to anybody?
Yeah, he told me that he had, but then he said that he realized later that he didn't really.
Well, he did cheat on her, so maybe he didn't really.
Yeah, no. I mean, the snowboarder guy said he never said the words.
Right.
You know what's weird, though? I have a friend of mine that's been in a committed relationship for almost 15 years now, will not marry her, refuses to marry her, but it's one of the only guy friends I have that's never cheated, is totally committed, but he will not marry her. He refuses to be married, and his stems back from, I guess his parents didn't have a great marriage, a lot of his siblings don't have good marriages, and he just won't do it.
Were his parents divorced?
No, actually, he's Turkish also. So,
those Turkish guys got a lot of problems.
Yeah, they're terrorists.
Yeah, they're all terrorists. Well, so he's never said "I love you" to you.
Right.
After 5 years. And do you say "I love you" to him?
Yeah, and we made up this code because I was like, well, what is love to you? And he has this Play-Doh idea of love, And so I was like, well, what, there's this and this and this and this. And, and I asked him all that, which is my definition of love. And he said yes to all of them. So I was like, okay, let's call this foozle. So do you foozle me? And he said yes. So we say that to each other.
You guys are too old to make up stupid words.
Yeah.
I want to know why this boy won't say, Jack.
He has real issues. There's something that happened to him. This isn't like just a guy thing. This is something with him. He has some kind of issue. To be with somebody for 5 years and never tell him you love him.
Okay, let me just tell you guys, because let me tell them something. Okay, the snowboarder was with this chick for like 5 years.
Right.
On and off and whatever. But he never told her he loved her. He's like, she was she was a companion and she was a confidant and she was a friend. And she said she loved me, but he goes, I never told her. I said, why didn't you tell her? You kept her around for 5 years. I mean, that's so mean. And he goes, I didn't love her.
Well,
I just didn't love her, and I couldn't tell her I loved her because I just didn't love her.
Yeah, but I know I've told lots of girls I love them just to get in their pants. And
I know,
didn't
but maybe
love them.
it's a Turkish thing. These guys don't say they love you unless they really love you.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, I mean, it's a possibility, but most guys don't have that much integrity. Most guys will say I love you just to get the end result.
Right, but I mean, I think because he's like, I really care about her. I think she's a great girl, but I just didn't love her.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, that's obviously if they're not saying it and refusing to ever get married and they're not telling you.
Yeah. And the whole foozle thing makes me mad because that's just ridiculous.
Yeah, I dropped the foozle and he just doesn't love you.
Right.
Okay.
Or he's making it really, really, really sure if there's some reason this guy's so anti-commitment and anti-marriage. There's a reason. There's more to his story. So he could just be waiting to be sure.
Either he has some really deep-seated issues from his childhood, or he really is just not sure that he loves you and he doesn't want to get too into it.
And he's waiting for a Ferrari.
Right.
Yeah. Oh, good one.
Well, that goes back to yesterday's story about how every man is waiting for a Ferrari to drive up into their driveway. Does that help?
I guess.
That's a real hard
one. That's
because that's not like a normal, that's not even like somebody playing games with you. That's something with him. I mean, I don't know. We'd have to know him better to know if he's just not that into you or if he really has a problem and he just can't say it, but he really loves you. Because there's really two options.
Okay.
He could be. Is he overly macho? Is he like Mr. Tough Guy? Like I'm, is he sensitive?
Well, he's really sweet. Like he's become sweeter over the years, and he's like this lofty intellectual. So he has just this idea that he's going to be this professor that does all this stuff and has dinner parties with friends and goes to cafes and reads books.
Shelley, you're not fitting into his plan.
Right. He's looking for the Mrs. Intellectual.
Yeah, Mrs. Einstein.
Yes, I know what this one is, Shelley. Aha. He really cares about you in his heart, but unfortunately, you're not fitting into the plan.
Yeah.
Right. He likes Play-Doh and you like Play-Doh in the canister.
Exactly.
Well, I'm an
he likes Socrates, you like sake.
Right. And I'm with you, Shelley, by the way. I like sake, too.
I mean, it's just, don't you think that's what that is, maybe?
Maybe. Yeah, he has this perfect plan, this perfect relationship in his head where, they go to seminars together and then talk,
And he has a pipe.
Right, and a smoking jacket.
And you may not be he may look down on you. Do you know what I mean? Like, you're not at my level, so I can't love you, but I like you a lot.
But you're a great gal.
Yeah.
And I like having you around.
Foozle my noozle.
For shoozle. All right, it's Ask the Two Tuesday. The two guys tell the truth about everything and sell out all their male friends. Here's Kathy. Hi, Kathy. What's your question?
Basically, I am getting married in a month. I've been together with my fiance for 4 years, and we don't have sex anymore. So I always hear you talk about the snowboarder, and you guys, Jack and Stench, you guys are always talking about, wanting to get it on with your wives or whatever.
How long have you guys been together?
4 years.
4 years.
Has he lost his job or gained a significant amount of weight?
No.
Okay.
Have you gained a significant amount of weight?
No.
Well, we're just like ironing out the obvious.
Is he nervous about this whole wedding thing? Is this been something that,
No, but this has been going on for probably the last 15 months, and then...
No interest or reduced interest?
Well, like once a month, which to me is no interest,
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah.
And are you trying all the time, or are you just waiting for him to try?
Well, I like him to try.
See,
kind of thing.
honestly, we like it when you guys initiate, because it almost never happens. We always have to. And did you ever shoot him down when he would come at you?
Oh God, no, never.
Never shot him
one time,
down.
a long time ago, where you hurt his feelings, and so he's going to show you what for.
No.
All right, we're just eliminating things because we don't know you.
Because I know when I get shot down, it pisses me off, and then I'll make the decision. Well, I'm not going to initiate it again, and then like a month later, hey.
Yeah, like when you get shut down, you're like, okay, you become in this like dick mode where, okay, fine, I'm not going to give you that.
Yeah.
See, but now I'm pissed because he left today for a month. Well, he's coming back right before the wedding. It's about 3.5 weeks. And nothing happened last night. You'd think.
And he's leaving for a month? He left for a month?
And we both just, I get all ready, take a shower. I'm thinking, yeah, okay, he's got to do it now, right? Nothing happened last night. Nothing.
But it's like you guys are in a tug of war because you won't do it either. You won't, like, reach over.
Yeah. Maybe he's waiting on you to initiate. Did you even attempt?
No.
Or did you say
but
outright?
I hinted. I said it outright.
You said outright, hey, it's your last night here. Are we going to do it or what?
Yeah.
And what did he say?
He said, well, then get up on it. And I don't know.
Don't you love relationships? Welcome to all of our bedrooms.
Yeah, there's some foreplay. But a guy can't hold back. If you were to just start the activity, he can't fake not wanting to do it.
Are you guys in a battle about a lot of things?
No. Yeah.
Money
yes and
problems? No. Is there problems, paying for the wedding and everything?
No, but what I hear is a struggle for power.
Oh, yeah, I'm totally in the struggle for power. Jamie, I'm your people.
Yeah, because, it's just like, he's like,
Ooh,
bitch won't try, and
another
she's
one.
like, I'm not going to try. What?
You've, stripped him of all manhood, too, going into this wedding as Bridezilla. You control everything. Every detail about the wedding is about you. Right?
Yeah.
And you're making all the plans. You're picking everything. It's what you say. And if he likes something and you don't like it, guess what? It goes and we have it your way.
Yeah, that's true.
So he can be a little bitter about that,
little turned off.
And he's not, he's not projecting that out. He's holding it inward, and
it makes his weenie go down.
Yeah, it makes him not sexually as interested right now.
Well, maybe this month away is a good thing.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah.
I mean, I really think it must be. It's got to be.
No major big deal then. No. I just thought, this is a normal, once a month to me seems like never. And Jamie.
Well, 15 months is a long time, too, to have this go on.
Yeah, it's a long time.
Believe me, I wish I could get it down to once a month. I'd be happy.
See, but that's the sad part. You guys do want to get it down to once a month, and we want to get it down to once a day.
My God, I know. I'm like, are you kidding me? Do we have to do this again? It was just an hour ago.
And just so you know, too, on my wife went away on Saturday. There was no sex for a week before that, and none the night before she left. And she knew she was going away. It was like, oh no, the kids are here. Or, oh, no, whatever. And there was nothing going on. So
yeah, but you're a guy,
but
you're the opposite.
I don't feel scorned or bad about it. It's like, when we get back, we'll have alone time.
Right, but that's because your wife turned you down. But Kathy's not turning him down.
Right. In fact, she's willing and able.
She wants to. But I think that these two are in a huge power struggle.
Yeah, and planning a wedding is
somebody has to be right.
And I
it's
think
going to be Kathy, by golly.
I'm always right, exactly.
Yeah, which is a huge turnoff, I believe, for the male species.
Yeah, you need to be like a little bit, I'm not saying be submissive, but be a little bit just once. You know, in the
Did you watch Wife Swap last night?
I rented that movie.
Did you watch Wife Swap last night?
No. Oh, actually, yeah, it was on TV.
Right.
Yeah.
So did you see the lady who it was her way or no way, and the vegan and the,
God, I don't know how those two lasted.
Yeah, well, maybe you're her a little bit.
No, God, no.
Are you sure where it's your way or no way?
Oh,
or that?
She was awful.
She was awful.
She had to go.
All right, but you're not like her?
No, not at all.
Because I saw a little bit of myself in her where I'm like, okay, I'm so idealistic that, like, my ideas are right.
No, but she had zero inflexibility. She was totally inflexible.
Yeah, that's true. That's absolutely true. So you feel like you're flexible?
Absolutely.
You can put your head over your ear or your
leg.
And trust me, talk this out before you get married in 1 month. You guys can sit down, have a long talk, and be like, hey, I'm not happy about this low sex drive, and see.
Yeah.
But no, actually, Stench, I've talked to him about that a million times.
And what did he say?
He just says, well, he has a low sex drive, that's something he does have. And I don't know. I mean, we didn't have a problem the first 2.5 years. So
wow, it's something he admits to.
He could be like a girl in the sense of if he doesn't feel like good looking or attractive at all, like women won't want to have sex. If they gain a little bit of weight, you'll be like, wow, you still think she's the most beautiful thing in the world. She doesn't feel sexy and doesn't want to have sex. That can happen.
Right. Has his job changed or is he having some kind of low self-esteem issues?
No, I don't think. Well, I don't think
started
so.
with
Not
that,
that he
remember?
shared.
Yeah, he did, Jeff,
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
that was my first guess was that he gained weight or lost his job.
Right, or he works too much.
Or money problems.
Why don't you have his testosterone tested?
Yeah, he might actually have a medical problem if he has like no drive.
Yeah, it's
or
a thing.
Depression. He could be suffering from depression too.
Right,
You'll lose
maybe
your
his
sex
happy
drive.
little bubble doesn't get a
Yeah,
willy.
he needs to
true.
have
If you're
that.
on, what is it too? If you're on like Prozac, and stuff
Paxil,
like
Prozac,
that,
all
any
those.
kind of that damn medication will reduce your sex drive something figures.
Is he depressed?
I don't think so.
Are you sure you're not a little bitchy?
I'm totally a little bitchy. I admit that right up.
Because I think sometimes they don't want to do us, Kathy, when we bitch at them.
Yeah, I bitch at him. I totally
Yeah,
bitch
that
at
kind
him.
of does kill the mood.
Yeah.
If you're running around complaining about stuff, especially stupid stuff, it really makes us not that into you.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
I'm not kidding, Kathy. That's your problem.
Because normally sex more important than sleep, but if you get really bitchy, then sleep can become way more important.
because it's like, just shut up.
Yeah.
Well, Jamie, you know, you can be bitchy, but snowboarder's always all over you. It sounds like.
Yeah, but he's young.
Right.
Yeah.
Give it time.
Yeah, they don't
How
care
many
what
years
they
did you
bone.
say? 4 years?
Yeah, you've been at 4 years. I've been at 1 year.
Yeah.
You said you had 2 solid years. You know,
Yeah.
so
Yeah,
it
so
took
give
its
me
toll.
Give me another year, and then the bitchiness will run its toll. Believe me.
And then it'll be funny when he's gonna come home, and you know, snowboarder works his ass off. He's gonna come home, and there's gonna be a time when he hits an age where he's gonna be like, "I'm really tired," and he won't have time to have sex anymore. That's gonna be great.
That's gonna be funny.
I'm tired. I'm going to bed.
Because right now I'm just like, honey, just knock one off yourself. God, we've already done it twice, please.
Wife swaps on. Come on.
No, I'm like, you know, there's only so much.
Right, I got you.
I'm
Can
done.
take. Lord, got lube?
Email Jamie, Jack, and Stench.
Something like that.
Star 98.7.
Okay, I'm not sure if I have the story right. We're just watching the news, and this poor guy, and you know, they say the New Orleans Police Department's so corrupt anyway, but this guy is a school teacher that was beaten.
That 64-year-old man.
Yeah, 64-year-old guy, you know, somebody's grandpa, a retired elementary school teacher, and Stench and I were kind of having a little beef about it, because I understand what you're saying is, if you just do what the cops say, usually you're fine.
Usually, but he didn't look like he was being crazy. There was no reason to beat his ass like that.
You know, I think we've all dealt with really great police officers, like I've told you, and then some really crappy police officers. Like great police officers where you're like, I'm sorry, and he gives you a ticket, and you're like, crap. But he's like, you know, that's how it goes. And you're like, crap. And he's like, here's your ticket. And then those puffed up, like...
Yeah.
You know, like the one I dealt with the last time that started telling me about all the things that the chief of police is doing wrong. And,
Right.
And, I mean, he was going psychotic on me. And that it's all politics and nobody understands why that other guy was beaten. And I'm like, I'm just sitting there going, sir, just either tow my car or give me a ticket. And he's like, the media is portraying us as these bad people. And he's basically talking about that black kid that was beaten with the flashlights.
Right, at the
and
gas
he's like,
station.
nobody understands that it's
that was a little excessive, too.
fight or flight or whatever you call it. Fight or...
I mean, I get there under the gun, but there's times when they lay it on.
Yeah, but I didn't need to hear all this. Just he pulled me over because I had the wrong tags on my car.
But at least he was fired up about something like political and stuff. He wasn't just angry. You know what I mean?
He was an angry Santa, Jack.
Right, but he was
I actually
angry
told
about...
Alina and Monica because they showed up because he was going to tow my car.
Right.
I'm like, don't say a word to this guy. He's a scary man. He's a really scary man. And do you know that he left and then he came back to tell me more stuff?
That guy was fired up.
Oh, my God. He was nuts.
Do you know what? I ran into a totally coolest cop ever on Saturday. I'm at a restaurant. Motorcycle cop walks over to my table. I have both my kids. And he's like, hey, do you guys like stickers? And gave my kids little badge stickers and stuff. And was just talking to us. No reason that got on his motorcycle was during his lunch break.
You know what? The weirdest
cool
thing.
Cop.
I ran into a Santa Monica police officer.
This guy was a Santa Monica cop. Too.
No, I ran my car into one. And that guy was mad, but he was like, ugh.
Okay, but hold on. You rammed him. That's different.
He had reason to be mad.
He's like, no, he was totally cool. He's like, what are you doing? What are you thinking?
You know what? If that guy would have clubbed you with a flashlight, I wouldn't have held that against him.
Well, right, because I probably would have deserved it because he's like, what have you been drinking? I'm like, sir, I've not been drinking. I know you're not going to believe this.
Oh.
I know. He was so cool. I mean, if he would have been the other guy that pulled me over,
right,
I would have been beaten to a bloody pulp.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, considering you rammed him, I say he handled that pretty well.
Oh, he handled it great. He's like, out of all my years as an officer, this has never happened. I'm like, out of all my years as a human being, I've never ran into a cop. I'm so sorry. So, yeah, I've run into one, too.
See, those Santa Monica cops are nice.
They're rocking. I love them.
Well, and I love Burbank cops. I've had nothing but good experiences, but my wife did get pulled over once just so the guy could hit on her.
Well, she told you that?
No, I was right outside. I was right there when it happened in front of my old apartment building, and she didn't do anything. And the cop, there was an investigation. It was a whole thing, but I mean, like that stuff happens.
Or are you sure she didn't tell you? Because I've told
my wife doesn't. No, trust me, it was a real thing. They called, and there was a whole because I don't know how they found out. He must have ran her plate or something. Because I didn't call and report him like I was going to, but they called her, and there was a whole investigation on this guy. He'd done it to other girls.
Oh, yeah,
So,
Jack.
yeah, it was a whole thing. You got to watch out.
Yeah, but, well, when you put, I don't know, glitter on your titties, Jack, maybe you're asking for it.
Yeah, but you shouldn't. No, you know what?
Reflects their radar guns.
You know what?
They got to pull you over.
When you're scantily clad like your wife dresses as a stripper half the time with glitter on her tits.
That's the rape defense, though. I don't think you dress any way to be pulled over and hit on.
I think sometimes you're asking for it, Jack, when you dress like that.
I disagree on that one.
Call Jamie, Jack, and Stench now.
Star 98.7.
Old MacDonald had a farm.
Well, there's a random song to have pop in your head.
I'm in a happy-ass mood, Jack.
So, Old MacDonald's what pops into your head when you're in happy?
When I'm happy, you'll just hear me sing Old MacDonald.
What animal do you start with?
Usually the pig.
Okay, with an oink oink here.
Because the oinking sound makes me laugh.
Okay, good.
Yeah. All right, so I have to do my own Aska. Ask the two. All right. So I have this girlfriend, and she was dating a guy, and then maybe they got engaged, and then she saw stuff on his email, his phone calls, and all this stuff, and then she was like, forget it.
Right.
And then they broke up and all this stuff, and then, I don't know, then some girl, like, he accidentally kissed him when she walked out of a bar, and there was a whole thing, and then...
Right.
And then another girl accidentally kissed him when she walked out of the bar. And then this girl, I know my friend, she's just like, oh my God, I've had it. And then this one girl apparently spent the night, although her boyfriend also spent the night over there because there was some kind of hot dogs and hoorahs.
And handrails or whatever.
Handrails, right.
Right.
And so it was just this big mess and everything. And then all of a sudden, oh my God, this girl, she pees on a stick. And then there's two lines and it's crazy. And then she thinks that she might be pregnant. And then all of a sudden, that guy has been such a dick, is just incredibly kind, caring, nice, loving. Oh my God, so excited, whatever. But is it real or is it just, about a stick?
Now, that was a little hard to follow, but I think I can track this for your friend.
I hate her.
You know,
answer, Jack.
No problem. I know from my own personal experience that sometimes when somebody pees on a stick, it can, initially be a little shocking, but it can be one of the best things that happens to you. And this might change this guy. And hot dogs and handrails might not necessarily have as much importance to him anymore, and having people spend the night and going to bars and having people accidentally kiss you could really slow down. And what could happen is he could be then more interested in staying at home and having hot dogs and
nesting.
and nesting. So this could really be the thing that pushes for your friend him to be, a more.
So she should believe it.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Because truthfully, he would be genuinely excited.
Right.
Right, because otherwise, I guess he'd go the other way.
Yeah,
exactly. He would be having every hot dog and handrail in town if he wasn't excited.
Yeah.
Right. So I was just, okay.
Okay, so if that makes you feel any, or your friend
I'll call my friend.
Call her, please, and tell her that this is a good thing for her.
Right, I'll call her. Actually, I'll call her right now.
Okay, let's call her and tell her.
Yeah, I'll call her boyfriend and tell him that it's...
Okay, that's good. That he should let her know.
Right, exactly,
Okay.
Yeah.
She should know.
He's like a snowmobiler, right, or something?
Yeah.
Or
He's
like
sea-doer.
Sea-doer.
Yeah.
Something
weird sport, bocce ball or something,
he
extreme
loves
bocce ball.
Yeah, he's a bocce baller.
Okay, good.
I hope he's home.
Me too.
He might be out bocce balling.
Yeah, it is, it's perfect weather for it today.
Land of the happy people, how can I help you?
Hi, Mr. Bocce Baller.
Hi.
Hi.
So you're dating a friend of mine, correct?
Yeah.
And
she's hot.
See, I told you this guy was happy.
So my friend called me and said that all of a sudden you've been like this really kind soul and you're really great to her and everything, and she wasn't sure if she should believe it or not. But Jack said that you could believe it. I mean, that my girlfriend can believe it.
Yeah.
So that's
like you should listen to Jack.
Because Jack's been there and he knows that what a change, a stick out of a box that you pee on can make.
Hey, is your girlfriend pregnant?
I don't know.
God, he's so trained now.
You don't know
All
if
right,
she is?
cat's out of the bag. We're going to have a beautiful little baby.
Yay! Congratulations.
Hey! Awesome.
Oh my God, I can't believe you just told. I haven't even told Jody yet. I haven't even told my dad or my sister.
Yeah.
It's
What?
amazing.
I'm light years ahead of you.
Yeah, he already did.
I know, he told Jody's husband.
That's all right. Remember, this happened to me because what happened was we had a little bit of stress over this, and I came into work, and Jamie's like, "What's wrong with you? You've been arguing with your wife." And so instead of skirt the issue, I just told on the air, which was before we told
Anybody?
anyone, and my wife flipped out, and then we had to call frantically everybody.
Well,
right
that's
after
what
the
I
show.
said. I go, you can't tell the husband of my best girlfriend first,
Right.
Yeah.
because then I'm in trouble.
Do you know what's
Well,
funny?
I guarantee you're going to be in trouble.
Flashback last Friday when we had the Bob White Comedy Hour, you said, "Do you know what he gave me?" And your dad said, "A baby."
Yeah, he did say that. Yeah, so
Yeah.
I'm pregnant.
Wow. That's awesome.
Wow.
Yeah, I know.
Congratulations,
No,
though. It's
that's
huge.
freaking awesome.
But the snowboarder and Stench and I need to have a sit down because there's a lot of things he has to get done in the next 8 months because he's not going to be doing anything
Anything?
for a long time.
and write your
Yeah, I've
suicide
been
note.
thinking about that. And
Enjoy
Jamie's the
your
same
winter.
way. She's got a lot of stuff she's got to do, too.
Right.
I know.
Enjoy your winter because really you don't get to leave the house for a while.
Well,
you
he
know?
will. He'll be snowboarding.
That's what I mean. Enjoy the winter this
On
winter
the
because
weekends with a bunch of gapers.
Hey, what are gapers?
there are people who just go out on the weekends who are losers.
All right. Oh, yeah, they're tourists or something.
Right.
Yeah.
They're like the
But I figure,
recreational.
honey, I can still snowboard if I stay on the bunny hill.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know about that.
Yeah, I could go on the bunny hill.
I'm not being a dream squasher, but I don't know if that's good or not.
Yeah, I could go on the bunny hill.
This is the guy that wanted to put you in a slingshot and shoot you to the moon said, no, probably not a good
Right.
idea.
Right. By the way, he shot me to the moon in that slingshot while I was 2 weeks pregnant.
Yeah, but he didn't know.
I know. I didn't either.
Well, so now you can't.
And then we
blame-
had a margarita afterwards.
But now he's saying, don't go in the freaking
Right.
But Dr.
snowboarding.
Goldberg said it was fine.
Right.
The snowboard?
Being slingshotting and then having a margarita afterwards, I'm still okay.
Yeah, you didn't know, and it's so early. And
But
it's
honey,
very-
do that impression of the baby if I do anything wrong.
Mama.
Because anytime I want caffeine or anything, he'll go like this. Honey?
Mama.
Oh, you know what I'm gonna. I'm gonna get you guys that thing.
God.
You put on headphones and you press it to your stomach and you listen to the heartbeat and it'll totally freak you out because anytime
We don't have a heartbeat yet.
Well, you will, and then you'll listen to it.
A little peanut.
No,
Right.
we have a yolk.
Oh, okay.
We have a
It's
sack
still
and a
so
yolk.
early?
Yeah.
A sack and a
You
yolk.
said something about a tail coming out here in a bit? I don't know
Yeah.
about that.
There'll be a tail coming soon.
Yeah, isn't it weird? They have a tail for a little bit.
we have a sack and a yolk, and then we're getting a
Why
tail.
don't we get to keep the tail? I want a tail.
Yeah, you don't get to.
I know. I was showing him that whole baby book. I'm like,
Right.
and I'm like, babe, we can't do this. This thing's an alien. Like when the spinal cord starts to develop and all that. Oh,
cool.
it's crazy.
And then the two little eyes and
Yeah.
the little tail.
Okay.
No.
And they do a freaky thing now, these 3D pictures where they basically, like when they get a little older, you can take a picture in the womb and it looks like a baby. It's really, it's not just that weird silhouette thing that you get. They do a whole 3D thing and you can get this weird picture. It's strange.
I need a nap.
Oh, no.
Honey, we're having a baby.
Yes.
Wow. Look how good Jack and I are, though.
Right.
What?
We got on this trail like a week ago, and you're only 2 weeks pregnant.
No, I'm like 3 or 4 or
Oh,
something.
okay.
Yeah.
So 4 weeks, and we were on this trail like a week ago going, hey, what's up with her?
Right.
So cold and weird
Weird
sleepy all
and
the
wrong.
time.
I know.
I'm going to warn you too, snowboarder, that coming up here, I don't know, probably around 6 or 7 months, she's going to want you so bad. It's a weird thing. Remember my wife said, she's like, all of a sudden Jack was so hot, and my wife, we'd be at the supermarket, and she'd be like, I want you now. And I'd be like, you're all pregnant. What are you talking
don't
about?
tell him that.
I
It'd be so...
think we're going through that now.
Yeah, with you. I'm like, honey, could you stop? The baby doesn't like his eye poked out. My God. Yay for us, I guess.
It's gonna be
I can't believe we just
awesome.
told, and I can't believe I haven't told my sister or my dad.
Let's call them next.
Hey, did we
I
change his name now to Snow Daddy?
Oh, Daddy.
And the border baby?
And the border baby. No, we named the baby already.
What is it?
It's Bastard Junior or Bastard Lynn.
Okay.
That's
Yeah.
not very
I like
nice.
Bastard Lynn.
Honey, it's just the truth, or it's either going to be Bastard Lynn or Bastard Junior.
You guys need, if you go do it right now with, people having babies early and stuff, it'd be really hard for that kid to ever figure out if you got married like tomorrow.
Tomorrow, I know.
Yeah.
He's like, let's go to Vegas this weekend. I'm like, I got Melissa Etheridge.
Yeah.
I was kidding, but yeah.
This will be like our first concert where I'll be sober.
Right.
Oh, that means I have to get drunk and start fights.
Yeah, I think this is the
And I
first
bet
time.
you'll be a dreamboat. I like it. I like it when you're sober.
I know. I think this is the longest you've ever seen me sober.
Yeah, that's the truth. See how good we're getting along?
I know. The weekends roll along. I
Right,
I can't do
everything's great.
anything. Ay, ay,
And you
ay.
still get mad at me for the same things, but you're only mad for a little bit, and then you realize that you're being really mean.
And then she forgets because she's going into pregnancy, lose my mind mode.
I know. Oh my God. All right, Annie, I'm gonna let you go.
All right, I love you.
I love you too.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
Thank ya.
Baby daddy.
Oh, call your friends next.
Okay.
All right.
Bye.
Yeah, we got some work to do
We
now.
got to call Bob White before 8 o'clock.
No, I can't call him on the show.
Why? He's going to be
He's
excited.
Bob White, comedy genius.
It's not bad news.
I know, but I'm not married.
Oh, he won't care. He's Bob.
We'll tell him you did.
No, I'm not
We're
gonna
not
lie
going
to
to lie
him.
to Bob. Trust me, Bob will be excited.
I'm not married. I'm knocked up.
Bob won't
Well,
care.
that's not going to change, and Bob's still going to find out.
By the way, I'm not even supposed to tell yet.
He's going to find it. Maybe he finds out
It's
now.
so early. Like I could just
Yeah,
all of a
first
sudden go to the
trimester.
bathroom and like all of a sudden it could be dead.
I have an early parenting
My
tip
yolk
for
kid
you.
to like be scrambled.
After that pleasant image,
What?
don't let Monica babysit. I'm just going to put that out there
Hey!
right now.
now.
Well,
I'm
she's
just-
cold too.
Well, yeah, but she has the twins.
I'm always cold. I'm not gonna take your thunder.
She's a cold-hearted snake. Oh, what were you gonna say?
No, I was gonna say Bob's coming in like what, 2 weeks, 3 weeks? Maybe we get kick it into overdrive, get a wedding going for 2 weeks, so he's here.
Wow.
I don't think so.
Yeah, and what was that? Kicking it overdrive and
I don't
snapping?
know. And what was our snapping
I
thing?
know.
Yeah. What's wrong with you?
Have
pregnant too?
my baby. What a lovely way. I can't believe I'm pregnant. I'm like too crazy to be pregnant. I am.
It's going to calm you down.
Oh, it totally has already.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what my hobby is now? Naps.
Yeah.
You know what? I like that hobby. That's a cool hobby.
It's time to